Shalom, and you're now locked in here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get nothing but the raw and the real whenever I'm in front of the camera. So make sure y'all show the page some love, like, subscribe, and share. Shalom and greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV. And in today's session, family, we're going to be getting into something that I'm getting ready to introduce to the channel, and it's going to be called the Money Report. And in this segment of the show, I'm going to be taking out some time. As of right now, I want to say at least once a week where I do a money report. Basically, give you guys an update on the different things that's going on in the market. Because one of the things that I noticed is that our people have, we have this financial literacy where our people are not up to the different things that's going on in the market. And I think that it's important for us to understand what's going on with the money, because the money is the different things that's going to affect every last one of our households. And so a lot of our elders that are in positions of power today, the celebrities, entertainers. Now, some of these people have, accountants and people like that help them navigate, and, they have financial advisors that help them to invest their money and good investments that's going to bring them money in the long run. But these are things that are not taught to our people. So they will teach our people how to break every law and commandment under the sun. But when it comes to doing something legit and making legit money, they won't teach our people these things. So it's time for us to step up and set the bar on these different things that need to be going on in our community. And then eventually, hopefully, they will start to jump on the bandwagon. But at any rate, this is something I'm going to be doing at least once a week. And in today's session, I'm going to be dealing with JP Morgan and the $1 billion that they spent right before Thanksgiving on a bunch of rental properties. OK, so now let's just get right into it. And I want to go to I'm going to this website, and this is businessinsider.com. OK, and I will leave the link down in the description box. But they did they wrote up this blog on November 17, okay, like a few days before Thanksgiving. And so what you have to understand is that a lot of people are preparing for the holidays. So this is when they try to sneak these things in, because it, typically will go unnoticed. But at any rate, it states JP Morgan is about to spend $1 billion on hundreds of rental homes across the U.S. on the way to becoming a mega lord. OK, now you guys can read this article, but I'm going to just point out some of the PowerPoints here. It says a new joint venture between one of America's largest banks and a growing build to rent operator is the latest sign that big investors are undeterred by the volatility real estate market. Haven Reality Capital and JP Morgan's Chase asset manager arm said they will invest up to $1 billion to develop, build to rent single family homes across the country, according to a November 5th announcement. OK, now it says the duo plans to seed their investment with up to $415 million in equity. The first installment will include a purchase of 250 homes in 3 communities around Atlanta metropolitan area, and the deal could close within the next 90 days, the statement said. OK, now let's just stop right here and break down exactly what's going on. So now I know, to those of you out there that are into the market, trading and stuff on the stock market and things like that, and in crypto, a lot of you guys are looking at it and just like, I don't know how. Some of you guys are just trading like it's just, business as usual. But I want to drop some things on you that can help you up the road in this great transfer of wealth. OK, now, when you began to look at a lot of these companies like Tesla and, a lot of these major companies that's losing a lot of money on the stock market, OK, and then you may say, oh, well, they're selling their stocks and things like that. Okay. Well, you guys got to understand what's going on with the money. There is a money war that's going on with the dollar. Okay. A lot of these major countries are ditching the dollar. So they know that the dollar is getting ready to crash here real soon. So there's a couple things that they're trying to do to soften the blow. They're trying to convert over to this digital coin. Okay. As I did, if you guys went back and watched the video that I did on the $65 trillion dollars that went missing off the books, I explained and broke some of these things down. But at any rate, they're trying to convert this digital dollar. And once they convert this digital dollar and everything goes right, where they able to basically do the same thing that they've done with the dollar, then they're going to ditch the dollar and they're going to move to the actual digital coin. Now, when they move to the digital coin, okay, a lot of this stuff, as far as like the paper money and things like that, is going to become valueless. So a lot of people are going to lose money on these things and things of that nature. So what the big dogs are doing is that they're taking that money and they're beginning to buy. They're selling off a lot of their stocks in their companies, and they're buying a lot of assets that they know that's going to bring them the money. So whenever the dollar crashes, if they convert over to the digital coin, then JP Morgan is already going to have all of these apartments and this real estate down here just waiting on people. You saw us in the metro of Atlanta because they know this is where a lot of black people go down to. So what they're going to do is they know that nobody is going to be buying houses here real soon because of the interest rates being so high. So what's going to be left for people to do is only rent. So when that begins to happen, they're going to be already in position to start collecting money because they've already bought all this stuff, because they know all of this stuff is getting ready to crash and they're predicting next year. Okay. This is why it's important for people to pay attention to the money that they're spending and not be out here just spending on, pointless stuff, things that's not going to bring you any value. That way, when the dollar do crash, you have some type of assets that you can market and bargain with. This is why you see a lot of these major companies, they're buying farms, they're buying houses, they're buying all of this stuff that the country is going to need. People are going to need this stuff to be able to live here. So once everything crashed, they're going to have these different assets. So this is why I wanted to take a few minutes out to just kind of touch on this real quick. JP Morgan has spent over $1 billion on rental homes, or getting ready to spend $1 billion on rental homes. So so when you see these banks and these major companies, their stocks and everything going down, they're selling this stuff off, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get ahead of the crash that they know that's coming. They want to already be in position to have everything that you need once everything crashed. They're going to say, you know what? We're now moved on to the digital coin, but we'll accept digital coin and we'll take this and that for you to stay in our buildings, or whatever the case may be. So you have to stop being lost in the sauce, and just out here spending. You need to know what's going on with the money. So I just wanted to take a few minutes out to kind of just touch on this, to let you know that they know that the crash is coming next year, is what they're predicting. Okay. And a lot of these major companies are selling their stocks off in order to get ahead of the crash and convert their money into new assets, so that when the dollar bill and all of these things crash, they're going to have assets already, and they're going to begin to start collecting money, in the new currency, because America they're in the lab right now. I think next month, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. Next month, they're going to be done with the trial run of the digital coin. And if they can get away with putting this coin out there and everybody using it where the people are not able to see what the banks are doing behind the scene, then that system they're going to roll out, and we're going to convert over to a digital coin. Okay. So these are things for you guys to watch out for. I know a lot of times we get caught up in just a lot of the different things that's going on, but this is something, like I said, that I'm going to be implementing starting, as of now. If any of you guys out there are financially literate whenever it comes down to the stock market, business, and things like that, reach out to me and I can bring you onto the show, and we can do some do some skits that will kind of help people understand how money is working and how everything operates. That way we can start putting our people in a position to win and to make money legitimately, where we don't have to, risk going out here, robbing people, killing people, or basically, selling our souls to get into these industries that's going to have us out here, involved in lawlessness, things that's, you want to be able to wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I ain't got no issues with anybody. I haven't robbed anybody, haven't defrauded anybody. Hey, I've made my money, and, and trying to move forward without worrying about, oh, I can't go to this neighborhood or that neighborhood because, oh, I did this over here, or I did that, So yeah, so JP Morgan just spent $1 billion on rental homes, preparing for the crash. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that too, because there's a lot of things that's coming down the pipeline next year. So my advice, this is not financial advice that I'm giving you. But at any rate, I would just say, watch how you spending your money. So I love y'all. Y'all stay safe, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Shalom.